New this morning in our consumer alert, the new iPhone will roll out later this year, and it might seem like a bargain at $199, which is $200 cheaper than the original. But get this, the new iPhone isn't really cheaper in the long run. Here's what's happening right now. We just got word there has been a major water main break on the University of Toledo main campus. Here's what you need to know. Staying in the Wolverine state, the funds that Michigan and other states use to pay jobless workers apparently are running low.
The situation with the water, it's gotten better, but the sheer devastation that you see from the air continues, and we saw that again today.
Like we said at the top, Maumee leaders tell us they are still a ways away from signing off on this mall, but the developer told us today they're ready to go and have already made agreements with Showcase Cinemas, P.F. Chang's, and Barnes & Noble. Welcome back. It is 6:27 right now. We appreciate you staying with us. News on the local housing market. Toledo has just been named among the most affordable cities in the nation to live. New at 6, 2 of 3 men just convicted in the Toledo terror trial will go on trial again. Mohammed Al-Mawi, Marwan El-Hindi, and Wasim Mazloum face up to life in prison for plotting to kill U.S. soldiers overseas. Now the Toledo Blade reporting the federal judge just set a new September trial for Al-Mawi on charges of threatening the president. Once again, an exciting time for Northwest Ohio and Toledoans. Both Democratic presidential hopefuls will be traveling northward, making their way to the Glass City for this weekend. Hillary Clinton's going to be right here in Toledo tonight. Take a look. She's holding a rally over at Whitmer High School. The doors open up at 7 o'clock tonight, and that event gets underway at 9 o'clock. Now, you do not need a ticket to get in the door, and the event is free. This morning, we've also got official details on Barack Obama's visit. He will be here Sunday at Savage Hall on the UT campus. The doors for that event open up at 2:15. The event gets underway at 20 after 4, just before 4:30. Again, you do not need a ticket to the Obama event either, but a limited number of preferred seating tickets will be made available. In fact, we're hearing this morning that you can pick up those tickets at the City Grill on North Huron Street starting this morning at 8:30. So if you're interested, that's where you get them. We'll continue to bring you the very latest from the campaign trail, the Vote 2008 continuing team coverage, and that gets underway once again tonight with more on Senator Clinton's visit.
Situation with the water, it's gotten better, but the sheer devastation that you see from the air continues, and we saw that again today. You know, 2 days out of the big rainstorm and all of the flooding, and as far as Findlay is concerned, just west on 224, which is the first exit you come to off 75 when you're headed south. Some of these cars you see right here still kind of brave drivers heading through this stuff, and we've seen, you know, for the most part, them make it through, but obviously emergency management officials keep telling people not to do this. You're talking not only having to deal with all of the houses that have had stuff, but anything that was in yards, what looks like it's ended up right on that. There are just piles on each of these bridges. You notice all of these households where they've just put together a collection of stuff out on their driveways, trying to air it out somehow, some way, knowing that most of it probably is not salvageable at all. They've lost it.
It was back in 1976 that the state of Michigan put a law on its books protecting people with weight-related issues. In fact, you might be surprised to hear how many times that law actually gets used. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys were hoping for. And we know the financial aspects cannot be talked about at this point because the state is still determining that side of things. But in the back of your mind, at the end of the day, when this all came to a completion, what were you hoping for?
13 ABC Action News anchor Jeff Smith has been working the phones the last couple of days to get the details. He's had a long day today. Jeff, I understand we're hearing something to do with Dillard's tonight. Yeah, in fact, this morning we got the confirmation that the Southwick mainstay, Dillard's, plans on setting up shop at the proposed mall in Maumee. What we wanted to know is, will this force Dillard's to pull up its stakes at Southwick? Take a look at the plans. Within the last week, these came into the Maumee City offices. A 200,000 square foot, 2-story Dillard's store out at the new Fallen Timbers Mall site. So now we're left with this question. Can there really be 2 Dillard stores within miles of each other, one here at Southwick, the other out in Maumee? Let's talk size. In fact, the Dillards that's still open and the old home store combined were about 260,000 square feet in retail space. The new store, 207,000 square feet. Not much difference. In fact, we mapped it out. The distance between the two possible Dillards, 6 miles. Local developer Larry Dillon is the man with the plan to revitalize Southwick, and that plan includes a Dillard's. He was out of town today, but we did get this statement from him. There is no new news, he said. We've had continuing dialogue with Dillard's about staying at Southwick, and we've known all along that if the Fallen Timbers project moved forward, that Dillard's had the intention of putting a store there. The Southwick and the Fallen Timbers Mall, he says, will serve the public differently. So, what does Dillard's have to say about the 2 stores within a stone's throw, or the 1 store for the South Enders? Well, in an email sent to me today, company spokesperson Julie Bull wrote, "We're declining comment at this time. Thank you." Now, General Growth Properties out of Chicago, they are the developers overseeing the Fallen Timbers project, and they say right now they've got agreements with Showcase Cinemas for a 16-screen movie theater, P.F. Chang's for a restaurant there, and also a Barnes & Noble bookstore. And as we said, they plan to open that mall in the fall of 2007, provided they get the green light from the city of Maumee. As for the Village at Southwick, that one is slated to open at the end of 2008. Reporting live in the News Center, Jeff Smith, 13 ABC Action News.